This is the area I stayed for one night toward the end of my trip, which is close to Delhi International Airport. Since I already visited Delhi at the beginning of my trip 3 weeks ago, when I was done toward the end of my trip, I did not want to go back to the city. I already saw Delhi and the traffic was too overwhelming. So I wanted to be near the international airport. So Aerocity is the area which is like literally less than 10 minutes drive from the international airport. It's all hotels. It's like a commercial zone with a lot of like CPA firms, the Americans like Ernst and Young or international firms. You see them, a lot of them here. So it's like a commercial, more businesses and fancy hotels. It's a nice area if you just want to be near the airport and you don't want to go to Delhi. If you want to visit Delhi, this area is way too far from the city. Most of the hotels here are either 4 star or 5 star. The hotel that I stayed, I think is a 4 star. I don't remember. I didn't check, but it was a luxury hotel. I paid $120 a night, but I was there during the high season, which was January. Right after the new year. So this is a hotel I stayed. The hotel was very nice. One of the problem it had, the view was not nice. If you really want a nice view, you have to pay for their executive rooms. So this is the view of my room. Basically, I was just looking at this ugly wall. But the room was very clean, very modern. And because for the past 3 weeks, when I traveled through India in different cities, a lot of hotels, they don't have decent heating system. And it gets very cold in December and January. So most of the cities in North and Central India gets very cold. So this hotel, the temperatures was very convenient. The hotel is beautiful. Breakfast was not included. But if you want an open view, you have to get a room, one of their executive rooms, which was about 180 US dollars per night. So with their standard room, either you get a view like mine, which is facing a wall, or you get one of these indoor rooms that the windows literally opens toward the other building, like this corridor. So the standard rooms, they don't have nice view. If you care about the view, you have to get an executive room. The restaurant and coffee shop was ridiculously expensive. I paid 15 US dollars, which for India, that's a lot of money to pay for that piece of cake and the chai, which was the average quality. This coffee shop, the two things that I got, the quality wasn't great, but the restaurant was really, really good. This is a rooftop pool, but it was too cold in January. So I assume this is a heated pool because there was a steam coming out, but I didn't try it. It was too cold to go to the pool. They have two different restaurants. This is the fancier restaurant that they have. The food was amazing. What I ordered was a rice and goat meat and this crunchy bread. Food was excellent. I paid 50 US dollars for the meal, including dessert. But for India, that's a lot of money. 50 US dollars for one person is a lot, but it's a fancy restaurant. It was worth it because it was fantastic. This area is good for one night because it's close to the airport, But see, that's the Ernst and Young, the CPA firm. So they have a bunch of these kind of firms. But after a day, it gets very boring because it's all commercial, it's all businesses. So there's no charm in that. Delhi or other cities, they all are very charming, you see the culture. Here, this area is just commercial, really absolutely zero charm. The closest mall is about 15 to 20 minutes drive, which I went with the Uber and I paid, I think, $5 with Uber. The mall was nice. This part wasn't. There were two malls attached to each other. This one was all American brand, the brands that you see anywhere in Europe or America. So I wasn't impressed with this one, but there's another mall which is attached to that. There's a walkway, which is this one. I like this one because you see a lot of Indian style dresses, Indian brands, very high quality Indian dresses. If you walk from the Aerocity area, there's the metro and there's the section which have much cheaper hotel, which is this area. If you walk about 5 minutes, there's a bunch of cheap hotels.